All right, in this video, we're going to be talking about graphing things from standard form. So this time, we do not have vertex form. We do not have the structure that has only one x term. Notice we have x squareds and x's. And so the process is not the same, but it's the same in the fact that we got to find the vertex. Like once you know the vertex, this thing is graphed. So we just have to do tiny bit more work, but it is not hard. It's annoying that we have to do any work at all, I suppose, but it's simple work. All right, so I've got the steps listed there for you. You can pause and write them down if you need to. I'll refer to them as I go. On this first one, we have to do negative b divided by 2a. So as you can see, the a value is the number that's in front of x squared. B value is the number in front of x, and we don't need c for this part, but c is the constant. So I'm going to, just so I don't make a mistake and make it very clear to people, I'm going to identify that a is 1, b is positive 4, and I don't need the c value. All right, so negative b divided by 2a. Another way of saying that is the opposite of b divided by 2a. So negative 4 divided by 2 times 1 is hopefully obviously a negative 4 divided by 2, which is negative 2. All right, so we have our x coordinate. Now we need to find our y coordinate. So I'm just going to go back to my problem where it says y equals, and then I have x squared plus 4x plus 3. And everywhere there was an x, so right, I just rewrote this problem right here. Everywhere there's an x, I'm just going to insert negative 2. And then I'm just going to be very careful about the math and not make a silly mistake. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4 minus 8 plus 3, which is going to give us negative 4 plus 3, which is negative 1. So the y coordinate is negative 1. That's it. Like, that is not hard. Just write it down, do the math, and you've got your vertex at negative 2, negative 1. Now it's just like before. We have to identify the vertex. Harder to do with these, but there it is. And now we graph it. And then we look at the scale change. The a value is also still your scale change. And so since my scale change is 1, we know it's the typical. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly graph this right here. 1, 2, negative 1, and up 1, up 3. And that's all there is. That's all there is. Do the math accurately. Take your time. There's no reason to get this wrong. All right, next one. Negative b divided by 2a. A is 2. B is negative 4. We don't care about c for this problem. Negative b, again, also means the opposite of b. So negative 4 would be a positive 4 over 2 times 2. So we obviously have 4 divided by 4, which is 1. So we have the vertex part of it, half of it, is 1. And now we just go to y equals 2 x squared minus 4x plus 5. And everywhere there's an x, put a parentheses and then plug the 1 in. Plug in that x value. Excuse me. So I get 1 squared. Some of you are doing the multiplication first. You know that's the not following the order of operations. 1 squared is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Minus 4 plus 5. So that's going to give me what? Negative 2 plus 5. That gives me 3. So the y coordinate is 3. So my vertex is simply at 1, 3. And notice we have a scale change on this one. This time we do have an a value of 2. And so when we graph, we need to account for that. I'm going to move the axis lower. 1, 1, 2, 3. Didn't give myself probably enough room still, but this will be fine. Over 1 up 2. Over 1 up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Way up here. And so, yeah, we're right in the middle of my word. And so I'll just leave that part out. And there we go. All right, if you haven't already done so, please pause the video and try this next one on your own. A little more negatives going on this one. A is -2, B is -8. So just be careful. I know that the x coordinate is -b divided by 2a, which is a negative b, so that's +8, divided by 2 times -2. So we're going to have 8 over -4. I get x equals -2. So I have my x. Now I just repeat what I did before. Y equals, watch your negatives, -2 parenthesis squared minus 8 parenthesis minus 6. Drop in your -2, and now we just are careful. All right, -2 times -2 and -2 is 4, plus 16 minus 6. -8 plus 16 minus 6 is going to be 8 minus 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. And so my vertex is located at -2, +2. And we have a scale change of 2, and it's upside down. So I'm going to come up here, -2, +2, and then we're upside down, doubled. 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we are done. All right, that's it for graphing. Please practice standard form. Please practice vertex form. Please make sure you know the difference between the two so that you can easily graph these problems.